What is up, gamers? Staxwell's back at it again today with another market watch. Long overdue. Very long overdue here. No Raid Shadow Legends ads or anything like that. Let's just go ahead and jump straight into it here. Construct Nitro Mechoid. $35 for the cheapest rainbow foil on the market. Cheapest cold foil is $40, but then it quickly jumps up to like 55. There's just a couple copies up here for 40, so I hope my subscribers can get those before they're gone. I think this is on the back of the new hero. What's his name? Max Nitroid. He looks pretty sick. The 3 floating did a really cool reveal video for him as well. I do feel a bit compelled to play him. For those who don't know, my name is Maxwell, hence the channel name Staxwell. So since the hero's name is Max and my name is Max, I do feel a little bit compelled to play him. What do you guys think? I think he looks pretty cool. I think he has a quite powerful effect. But that's not what we're here for. He looks like he can make Construct Nitro Mechoid quite easily. And you know, the price is reflecting it. We talked about this card a few weeks ago. It was pretty cheap at the time. It was probably like $8 or something like that, maybe a month or two ago. Now it's up to 40. If you don't have it already, I would say just hold off for a couple weeks, let the stock replenish on TCG Player here. This just got bought out like today, yesterday. Yeah, see, look at all these purchases from today. So if you don't have it right now, just give it a week, give it 2 weeks, just let this stock replenish here. Below the Drakizes card we haven't looked at in a long time. Cheapest rainbow foil on the market is $40. I bring it up now though because that new card, what's it, the new Dromai card, the Tome card that Blackwing Studios spoiled, it actually kind of seems like the only way you could make that card work in Fi is with something like Blood of Drakai, being able to draw the Blood of Drakai off that and pitch it. Theoretically you could get a ton of value off of that. There's also theoretical ways to make this work in Dromai. We don't know what the next draconic cards are going to look like, and you know, there's a chance it's like heavily based around this synergy. If nothing else, it's actually like kind of a cool, kind of an interesting interaction there. You won't find a Fable this cheap anywhere else, and if that interaction ever does become good, probably not with our current card pool, but if cards come out in the future that make that interaction good, this price will not be $40. I can promise you that. Vestige of Soul, cheapest on the market is $25. Insane. Right before Dusk Till Dawn, this was like what, like $60, something like that for the rainbow foil. So to see it at 25 is kind of puts a smile on my face because it's so affordable here. We are going back to Monarch. They already said we're going back. It's going to be like a 3-part series, they said. So I'm sure when we go back the third time, Vestige of Soul will have another round of hype. This card will probably go back up even higher the next time because it's going to be even more rare, seeing as it will be an even older card at that time. So $25 seems like a good deal if you have any interest in playing this card. Black Tech Whispers. A lot of new assassin cards got spoiled, or I won't say a lot. 2 new assassin cards, but they're both like actually pretty good and actually going to be played and kind of impactful, so I'm pretty excited for it. Maybe it's just because I am an Uzi stan. Go ahead, stick around after this video and my Uzi guide will play. If you guys haven't seen that already, definitely check it out. I love the hero, and if you have any interest in playing it, I think it's a good time to pick up Black Tech Whispers. Good deeds don't go unnoticed. We talked about this, what was it, last market watch, like 2 weeks ago, and it was $100. It has now dropped to $65, so that's pretty cool. People who are looking to play this in Ultimate Pit Fight, probably a good time to pick it up considering Round the Table is about to be coming out soon, and Round the Table will get a lot more people playing and a lot more eyes on Ultimate Pit Fight, which will probably make this card go up as well. Sorry about that. Codex A Frailty. This card's at $50. I just want to put this out there. Lexi is about to rotate, and we've seen it in the past when heroes rotate, like when Oldham rotated. Channel Lake Frigid was, you know, like $25-$30. After Channel Lake Frigid rotated, it went down to like $5. You know, Rampart of the Ram's Head went like, it was like $80 and now it's $30. Crown of Seeds, again $80, now it's $30. So cards, when these heroes rotate, they just like get cut in half and then cut in half again. So, you know, if you're an aspiring like assassin player, if you could just hold off, you know, like a month or so for ProQuest season, and then I imagine this card will drop a lot when Lexi gets rotated. I do still think it's a fantastic card. It's probably going to be played in every Assassin and every Ranger moving forward forever. And if you want to play the card, particularly for Pro Quest season, you know, you got to do what you got to do. But this is actually one of the only cards I'm going to say is like probably not a good pickup, just because all this stuff's getting rotated. So just kind of be smart with your pickups. Try and pick up the cards and the classes no one's thinking about, like Vestige of Soul, rather than putting your money in a card like Codex A Frailty that everyone's looking at and is about to rotate effectively, right? Pulverize, here's another good example. I think the extended art is like actually kind of criminally cheap, $37. Like, would you rather have a Codex of Frailty or Pulverize and $13? Extended art, like Pulverize seems like a better buy to me in a lot of ways. You know, if Lexi and Icelander LL as we anticipate they're going to, Briar's already gone. You know, what's left really? It's like Ninja, Guardian, Dromai. So those are the classes I would have my eye on: Ninja, Guardian, Dromai, and of course Mechanologist. I think a lot of the new Mechanologist stuff, they're pushing that class in such a way that it's not going to be like super boost focused or super boost centric anymore. So I don't think there's a ton of cards out right now that you could like spec into for that. I think Mechoid is probably one of them, but there's no guarantee it doesn't get reprinted in this set or anything like that. So again, I would hold off on this, and then you know, kind of as an overarching theme, look away from the classes that everyone else is looking at and look towards the next meta, the upcoming heroes that are going to be good. I imagine Bravo will probably be a mainstay next format, as he already is this format. Invoke Yenderai weirdly is like disappearing. There's what, 5 copies left on the market. Cheapest one's $33. There's only one. It's unverified, and then it jumps to 45. There's only one, and then it jumps to 60. So you know, if you take a look here, we also have Invoke Chromai pulled up. Almost every dragon has less than 10 copies of each Marvel dragon up there. So you know, people are definitely looking at Dromai. Again, probably doing what I was saying and thinking about next format. What is everyone going to play? A lot of people are defaulting to comfort picks, right? Dromai's been out for a couple of years now, or a year now, so people are pretty comfortable with her and maybe defaulting to her. I've been playing her a lot recently. Ton of fun. Absolutely a fun hero. I put it off for a long time because it's an illusionist, but I have since fallen in love. Boneyard Marauder, the alternate art. Absolutely gorgeous card. Here's another one that a lot of people aren't looking at, is Levia. Levia has been just right on the edge of meta competitive this whole season since Dusk Till Dawn came out. And you know, with these heroes, with Lexi rotating, with Icelander rotating, it's absolutely a possibility that Levia steps in and takes their place. When she does, you want to have her dripped out, you know what I mean? This alt art Boneyard Marauder is only $15. It looks pretty good. Down and Dirty. Who would have thought that Down and Dirty would become like a money majestic from Outsiders? Kind of crazy, but I think there's a lesson to be learned here. Even though it's just a popper, it says generic action on it, and sometimes that's all it takes. So when these new cards come out, when you're at your Dusk Till, or not Dusk Till Dawn, sorry, ooh, I'm living in the past. When you're at your Bright Lights pre-release this weekend, and you're thinking like, what card in here is going to be worth something? Look at the bottom. Does it say generic action? Does it block 3? Is it a popper? You know, I think there's just a lot to learn from Down and Dirty. When you read it first time, first glance, when a card first came out, pretty much everyone thought it would be a duller card. But you know, just the fact that it says generic and it has 6 attack and a decent effect, there's just a lot of lessons to take away here. A lot of long-term things. Chief Rookton. This is the LGS promo. I don't even know what is the situation with these, or how some LGSs have them and some don't, but I went to an LGS. They just started doing tournaments. I went there, like, what was it, last Friday, and they had this armory kit. It was their first armory ever. I don't know if that's why they had this kit or something like that, but this is the only way to get Chief Rookton rainbow foil. So if you guys know how to get this armory kit or anything like that, let me know in the description or in the comments down below. But it is at $15. So not crazy expensive or anything like that, but there's only one up here. That's kind of crazy. A bunch of them did sell for like $10, $12, so like that price range is kind of valid, but there's only one left. I want to bring you guys' attention to that. And you know, I don't think a lot of people even know that this card exists. This is the only way to get it in foil. Kind of interesting. Figment of Protection, $15. I didn't know any of these figments were worth anything. It's just the regular non-foil figment. It's $15. There's only 6 of them on the market. random things are worth money in this game. I don't get it. Why is this figment worth money and the rest aren't? Was this one short printed or something maybe? I have no idea. Spoiled Skull. I talk about this card all the time because I like it. It's beautiful and it's relevant today. I have a good excuse to talk about it again because we're getting ready for the next format, right? We're getting ready for Lexi being gone. We're getting ready for Icelander being gone. And once they're gone, we're gonna be wanting to play Levia, and in our Levia we want to have a dripped out Spoiled Skull. We want a really pretty headpiece when we're bringing in our arcane barrier. So I think it's a good pickup. I said it was a good pickup at $20, so I'm still gonna say it's a good pickup at $10. Hellhammer. Not a lot of people are playing this. I actually do think it has a spot, particularly in Blitz. It has like a very nice spot, but there are some good Hellhammer builds out there. If you don't have it, it's only $6. I think it's a decent pickup. Pulse Wave Harpoon. Cheapest rainbow foil on the market is $16. This one, and then cheapest non-foil is $12. I actually kind of am not super in love with this. Again, it seems like they're pushing all of the mechanologist classes as far as they can away from boost. They want them, you know, Evo armor upgrading or Nitro mechoiding or something like that. It doesn't seem like they want the deck to just be like brain dead boost 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 pistol boost 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 pistol, which is very good. I like that they're moving away from that. But you know, people are specking into this because it is the best mechanologist, probably the best mechanologist card out right now. But it's only the best mechanologist card so long as your deck is boosting a lot, right? So I don't think this is actually like something you need to have. I would wait to see all the cards. I'm not fully convinced that all the mechanologists are going to be playing this, so you know, I would not FOMO into this. Brothers in Arms Extended Art Blue. This was like an RTN promo from like 2 years ago, and when you entered an RTN you got one of them. You need 3 of course for a playset, and it doesn't seem like this card's going anywhere. It's like every fatigue strategy ever has played this card, and it kind of seems like they're going to just keep playing this card forever. And $8 for like how hard it was to acquire and how good of a card it is seems kind of cheap to me. Am I crazy here? I think this is a good pickup. If I didn't have a playset, I would definitely be grabbing it here. This round's on me. Again, I think ninjas are going to be very popular next season, or like next meta, I guess you could say. So when they are popular, this round's on me is a go-to staple to defend against them, a go-to side deck card, I guess I should say, to defend against them. For those who don't know, when Fi was everywhere, every locals had 50% Fi. This was like a $20 or $30 card. This was like the original Warmongers. Like when you read it, you're like, oh, it's just a UPF card or whatever. But actually, no, it's a broken competitive meta staple. Not broken, but it is very good against Fi. I'm getting sidetracked here. It's very good against ninjas in general. So, you know, if you're looking to gear up and get ready for the next meta, this is a good card to have a playset of. These Bannerettes are crazy cheap, insanely cheap. Look, there's like 10 or 12 of each of them, and the way you get these was from entering the calling. So you had to be at the calling at nationals, one of them I guess, and then you got one of each of these, and they're like $10 for a playset of them. That's insanity. This is like criminally cheap. I almost want to do a buyout of these because they're like actually decent in how hard they are to acquire for how cheap they are. Insanity. I guess it's just because like Bolton's not that popular, which does make a lot of sense to me. But again, we're going back to Monarch again, probably in like a year or something like that. I don't know. I think this card could be good one day. I think it's already good, just Bolton's maybe not that good. But maybe now that, because Bolton won in Nationals already, right? Maybe now that Lexi's gone, or Lexi will be gone, and Icelander presumably will be gone, to not great matchups for Bolton. Maybe he actually could find a spot in the meta. If he does, this is a fantastic pickup here. The Marvel Nitro Mechoid is $190, just for all my big baller viewers out there, all my whale viewers. I just want to go ahead and give you guys a little update on that. And there's only like 6 left on the market. I can see this card going pretty crazy, like the Angel. What is it, Soraya? You remember when Soraya was like $500? I could totally see that happening with Construct Nitro Mechoid Marvel as well. Carrion Husk, very cheap. It's only $112. I feel like this card just keeps going down, And I don't know if that's because people just aren't thinking about the new meta or something like that, but this is very good in Levia, very good in Blitz Chain, which is the best hero in Blitz right now. It's very good in Vincent. So many applications for this card, so I just don't understand how this price could fall. Doesn't quite make sense to me. And with more and more heroes rotating, this is only going to get better and more played. Mask of Momentum, cheapest Rainbow Full on the market, $72. Again, I think it's going to be a ninja meta, so if you don't have the card and you're looking at playing ninja, it's a good pickup. All right, let me rephrase. I don't think it's going to be a ninja meta. I just think a lot of people are going to gravitate towards ninja, because once Lexi's gone, what are the aggro players going to do? Runeblade's, or not Runeblade, but Briar's gone, Lexi's gone. Like, what other aggressive decks are there? There's really just ninjas. This is the only super competitive one I could think about. That's all I got for you guys today. Don't forget to like, comment, rate, subscribe, and help the algorithm help me out a little bit. Later, gamers.